Welcome into Auntie Chats and Tarot. Welcome in. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you to all of you who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything will resonate here today. Take what does and leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself and leave the rest. Hello, Hierophant. Hello, Hierophant. Wow, Five of Swords Collective. Things are moving quickly here. Things are moving quickly for you here. Let's get to this message more thoroughly. Chariot, they're moving so fast. Wow. Hierophant, Five of Swords, Chariot. It's like the divine path. You found it, you're on it. The divine is moving this along. Knight of Cups. You're being protected, watched over. Queen of Cups in the reverse, Eight of Pentacles. I feel like there's justice here from your divine team. It has to do with work and somebody who is overly emotional. Really over the top, like exaggerated emotions here. This could be somebody at work. This could be work-related as well as somebody you've had to deal with that has been overly emotional. The divine's helping you with this particular situation. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, this is something to do with somebody competitive also. Now, this could be a third scenario, or, you know, maybe this is all of the above here, but somebody in your family that's very competitive, disruptive, overly emotional, and you also work with them. Two of Cups. I think you've really thought this was a special relationship, huh? Judgment, but you're looking at it differently now. Something's happened here. For some of you, you got an opportunity, yeah, of a lifetime, 10 of Cups, that's moving towards you, that other people or this person, this energy, this overly emotional energy could be something at work. Could be also the families, in addition, a family member that you felt really close to that actually is competitive with you. They are not happy for this wonderful opportunity that you have. Strength in the reverse. Yeah, it's something that they've wanted too, or they don't want to see you get what you've been going after because they lack self-confidence in getting what they want out of life. Something like that. Somebody comes towards you that's going to help you out here, and then this moves along. But this has been divinely guided this help. Page of Pentacles, yeah, an opportunity, the High Priestess. You know this. You know that this has been divinely guided towards you, this opportunity. And somebody is feeling a certain way about it that doesn't have a lot of confidence. Like I said, looks like a family member or somebody who's disrupted to the family, somebody definitely who's overly emotional. And there is a work tie here. Or they have wanted this same type of work, but they haven't put in the work. They don't have the self-confidence to really go for this. Maybe this takes a lot of, stamina and courage to go after, and you have done that. Three of Swords out here now. Now it's coming in. This is heartbreaking to you that this, what you thought was a very special and close relationship, maybe the closest you've ever had with somebody, because I do see family here is pretty prominent, is not happy for your success. Heartbreak here. They like to interrupt, or there's something about interruptions, as you have always tried to stay focused, something like that. You find them interruptive. What else do we have here? Knight of Wands. But I feel like you come to this conclusion and you're like, yeah, nothing's stopping me. This has always been my goal. This is a disappointment, but I'm going to keep moving. It came in quickly, this opportunity. And you feel like, yeah, divinely guided for sure. Two of Swords out here. You're moving quickly and they want to block this. And that's just in simple terms how you feel. Whatever they've said or done, they know you're moving quickly on this and they want to block it. King of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this is your energy. You've brought this about with a lot of hard work, and you're obviously a leader and you stand out in a crowd. This has been maybe a problem for this person that doesn't want you going anywhere. I think you can circumnavigate any kind of barriers or obstacles, and you do it in a very classy and charismatic way, and people are just drawn to you. That's your style of leadership, very flamboyant, outgoing, unique style that you can really pull off, good looking, and that brings about a lot of new connections for you and has throughout your life. I feel like you're a good networker, always have. It's been easy. Four of Swords. This person has wanted you to tone it down. Tone your natural you down. Something like that. This is how you'll know this person. We've gotten quite a few clues to them. Emperor. Wanting to tone down your natural leadership. You're the leader in the group. They've wanted to control that or have control over it or make less of it. You know, a lot of jealousy energy here. It's really a reflection of them and how emotional they are about not getting their priorities straight, their act together. You know, they don't want to see anybody else succeed where they haven't had the courage to succeed as well. Maybe in work, they've had you convinced you should take less, but you've never really believed that, even though maybe you have taken less just to make ends meet. There is a sense of now you know your place, and you have never known your place. You have maybe been quiet when they've made such comments, but you always knew that you were meant for bigger and better. Six of Pentacles here. You've always been very generous with your energy and time towards them, helped them along, given them opportunities that they have not taken, refused, somehow turned on you as a negative. Somehow you giving them great opportunities that they have been jealous that you have. You've turned around and given them the same or similar opportunities. They've turned that into a negative. Seven of Pentacles. You're not having any more of it. Yeah, your Emperor has definitely come out here. Seeing the light. Yes, it was disappointing to put this together, but I feel like, again, nothing stops you. Yeah, you're a warrior here. And even looking good as a warrior. Wow. There's something very magnetic about you. People are just drawn to you. Yeah, I do feel like there's some really great, handsome or beautiful, gorgeous genes here. Eight of Swords on the table now. As I switch decks. Someone wanted you to hold back. Think less of yourself, hang back with them, and be okay with that. And you've just always been a spark. Very unique. Another unique thing about you is you're off the charts great looking, but you are humble. Great style. There's really good, unique style that you wear well. Three of Pentacles. We've seen it before. We've seen it twice here. This is people wanting to be a part of your energy, on your team, in your energy, in your orbit, around you. It's almost like a we'll do anything to be around you type energy. Yeah, maybe you're famous. I feel like screaming fans kind of energy around you a lot. Ten of Swords. But for sure this is coming to an end. This relationship with this person, if nothing else, just for seeing it for what it is. Because I don't think you readily cut people off. I think you just stay focused in on what you want to do. And that's how they're not going to influence you anymore. The judge, I don't think they ever really did, but there was a time where it was a little bit slower for you. Now things move. And when it was slower, you did take some positions maybe you felt were beneath you or you could do better. Now you're in the flow of things really moving for you. Judgment, the Star. Yeah. You've placed judgment here on this situation with this person, and you continue to go after your wishes, how you want your life to unfold. But I feel like you're still kind to this person. It's just been heartbreaking for you because you've seen the light here. And you're no longer making excuses. You've just seen it. And I've seen it clearly is what I feel like you're confessing to self. The Eight of Wands. Communication comes in fast. Seven of Wands. I feel like this is actually past tense. I think this offer came in quickly for you. Yeah. We're talking about some sort of offer that is a big deal for you. The communication came in quickly, and we have established that you also feel like this was divine intervention. It's that big of a deal. It's what you've been asking for. And you are very clear. And there's no more confusion on this person in your life who really hasn't been in your corner. Like I said, I think you still keep a relationship with them. Yeah, I get the confirmation card. You still plan on keeping a relation with them, just not as close as you once were. Yeah, because you see the writing on the wall. This is the Knight of Swords in the reverse. They wanted to slow up the energy. Pretty clear reading here. What else do we have here, Spirit? The readings this week have been complicated, like a puzzle, putting it together. But this one has been very succinct. The Chariot, you get it twice. Yes, succinct message. Something has just really moved quickly for you. It's been like a boom, offer, fantastic in all ways, and then moves fast. You know, you make a decision and then you're moving the next day, moving within the week. You know, your life looks totally different in a week. You're not afraid. You're not manipulated anymore. Yeah, you leave this behind. And this person who has done these types of tactics, Ace of Wands, you're going after what you've always wanted here. It's a registering of those tactics, but I feel like it's not cutting this person off totally. It's just, I won't ever be fooled here again or influenced. The Lovers in the reverse, because what you're really seeing is a person who's imbalanced, has always been showing. But, you know, for some of you, you did make excuses or pretended not to see or talked yourself out of what you knew was there. Yeah, there's a definite imbalance there. This person has been competing with you all along. But I think you're on to bigger and better with the Ace of Cups flying out here now. Your milk and honey time, yeah, something brand new. And it is something that you love and you've always loved, that you're finally getting an opportunity to go after. Let's see what that is, just out of curiosity. Get out the oracles here. I'm curious. What is it you're going after? Always have wanted to go after. Now's the time. Now's your time. Now's your time to shine with this. Yen, it's something that's come towards you. I feel like some of you went after it and it didn't come together because you were more in yang energy, you know, more masculine, go after it, action-oriented energy. And then you settled down and just let this come to you, and now it has. And it's beautiful. And the way it came to you was beautiful. The way it presented itself to you was beautiful, graceful, elegant, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And the fact that you decided to wait for it. What did I say? Your milk and honey phase. That's the card that comes out, milk and honey. The fact that you waited for it, you're so pleased. It has something to do with faith. I had the faith to wait. And here it came. Milk and honey phase. Yep, we talked about it. I sense that energy. One more. Round and round. But you're not going to go round and round with this person. That energy in this card depicts doing the same things over and over again, expecting a different result. No. Like I said, you're very clear. You've used a lot of, mental strength here to come to terms with the reality of this relationship and the reality of this person. And you're no longer going round and round with them. You're no longer satisfying some sort of need there to go round and round. You're letting it go, moving in a healthy manner, focusing on self. You don't drop them totally. You just understand the relationship for what it is. Building blocks. Yeah, you're building something new here. And we did ask what it was specifically, something that comes towards you that's for your foundation. Anything more on what it is specifically that would be your apple pie in the sky goal. In between worlds. Yeah, I feel like this is the energy where you've tried for this before and it didn't work out, but you really gave it everything you had. And Spirit is saying now that wasn't the energy that would work. You had to wait for this to come to you in order for it to work. Now you're like, it was just that easy. I just had to wait for it to come to me. Yeah, that's the energy I see here. Yeah, serendipitously. Just came to you. Like all the stars aligned, something just kind of kismet here. Good fortune, things just align. You don't do anything, and then all of a sudden, there it is. Different for everybody, which is why I feel like we don't get a specific here on what it could be. But with the deep knowing, this is the deep knowing that you have regarding knowing that the divine has had an influence here, made the difference here. Yeah. Because life before was unhappy and toxic, has to do with this person we've been discussing, caused you to worry unnecessarily, maybe even question yourself. That's them projecting onto you. They've questioned themselves the whole time, okay? They want you to be in that kind of energy as well. If you took that upon yourself to be like that, it was short term, because in the back of your mind, and with the divine also in your crown, talking to you down deep, that you knew and that was never your path. That was theirs to figure out, theirs to be enlightened. There's something about you were able to enlighten yourself and be enlightened as you travel your path, and they have not been able to do that, whether they don't want to put the work in, or they just don't know how, or they don't have strong faith. It'll be different for everybody, but you've put this together in such a serendipitous way, just saying childlike and faithful, while also being very strategic and knowledgeable and not fooled. Yeah, not fooled. Staying positive, though, very grateful for what you have. Yeah, whereas this person has a lot of regrets, I don't see that you have that. Whereas this person says no to a lot of things, like the opportunities you provided them very generously. You have not been this way. You've kept the balance, and that's where your success has been. Whoa, 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 whoa. They've tried to bring burdens to you, I think. An area where they feel more comfortable. Okay, and we've got the loyal dog here. Loyalty, but I feel like this is more loyalty to self here. And also a nod to you finally figured out that this person is not the relationship you had thought. In a way you were projecting onto them. You cared so much about them. You had so much soul involvement here, soul tie feelings, did so much for them that went underappreciated or not at all. They just didn't feel that way about you. There wasn't that kind of diehard type of loyalty there that you had. But again, you just came to terms with this. There were rough times, but you came to terms with it, and now you're moving forward. To not come to terms with that is to continue to be manipulated in a certain way that you weren't about ready to continue that energy. So, yeah. So you've done a lot in the way of coming to terms with some painful stuff, and knowing that that was needed to get on the other side of this to move forward for yourself. All the willows know your name. Yeah, this is the spiritual realm knowing you well. If the taste is sweet and good, that's more milk and honey. Here's what comes with their gift to you and knowing you. And on the bottom of the deck, when the ones you need fly close. And they're bringing in those people, those offers that you need right now for your milk and honey era. That's, I think, what I'm going to call this. Thank you for joining me. That is your message. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps the channel to grow. Please do utilize the link below for Buy Me a Coffee. And until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you being here. Thank you.